Greetings. If you're open to receiving this late night or early morning Reiki healing, open your heart and receive. I'll take a moment to bring myself into the here and now. Hello and good morning. I am doing Reiki and I'm going to do a meditation later on. It is a form of energy work. Oh, you cannot hear me? Oh, give me one moment. I think I may be speaking a little bit too quiet. So thank you. welcome to all the new viewers who are entering into this space. Allow this space to be a place to let go of worries, stress, fears, and anxieties just for a moment. Just a place to escape the doom scrolling and a place to allow your mind to stop racing with thoughts. Um, I might have to use my earbuds because I don't know what's wrong with the audio. Or maybe I'm just speaking a little bit too quietly. So I'm going to use my earbuds. And also, I thank you to the commenter. Thank you for standing up for me. I appreciate it. Okay. Turning fork. Just spreading light into the collective because the collective energy is a little bit riled up. It's, I say it gets riled up sometimes in the morning, especially on Mondays because people are waking up, getting ready to go to work, and then they turn on the news and then they're fed a whole bunch of bad news. So then they get angry and then they take that angry energy and then it kind of just fills up the collective mind chatter. So descending light to remind people like, hey, even though it is Monday, your mind and heart can still be in Sunday, being relaxed. You can go to work, but relaxed, like it's the weekend. You can start off the day being a good day. And also, thank you for the likes. Ooh, look at that. Peace. Laughing releases tensions and stress, and is a quick way to raise your vibration. Well, not completely. I'm in a different location of the same forested area, but not the exact same area. I just woke up and I felt all this dense energy. The energy was different from when I went to sleep. So I was like, well, I feel pretty much awake, so I might as well get on. But I have a job. Oh, it's okay. What? Okay, never mind. Let it go. Thank you. Well, I can set my intention to bring balance to the chakras that are in balance. Starting from the crown chakra, chakras are more of a mindset and attitudes towards your inner being. I'm opening the crown. I'm seeing a white light or a golden ray of light entering into the crown chakra, going down, out to the base of the feet into the earth. your mind and heart be illuminated so that you may be able to sense your own energy and bring it into balance. I would like to share my experience of this inner balance and stability that I have to offer. Also, for your chakras to be aligned, I can only provide the balanced state that my chakras are currently at. And on your end, all you have to do is match my vibration like a tuning fork. Match my vibration by allowing the energy to pass through you. So your chakras begin to spin faster and faster. See the chakra spinning in a vortex, like a funnel going back and forth in all directions. Receiving and giving. And all the chakras are doing this at the same time, spinning really fast. You're very welcome, Maria. Greetings. Yes, I speak English. That is the only language I know so far, other than this energy. I don't really watch the alien movies because I just don't like how it portrays extraterrestrial beings. No, I can flip my hands, so. Well, I see them as good practice. The negative and positive comments. Because I begin to like recognize that everyone's here, everybody receive what like they need to like receive. And also this allows me to, it gives me contrast so I can evolve. because I also use this in a real world setting. The way I use this in my everyday life is like if I had a mod, they'll immediately take away my lessons. Nothing against that, but like at the same time, like I need the contrast because it allows me to, it's like an indicator for myself to raise my vibration or hold and maintain my vibration. Okay, but I do see that I'm gonna ask the commenters, please be mindful of the words you speak because those words you are first speaking to yourself before you even speak to me. So remember that your words have power and they affect you first. So be sure to speak words that you wished others to speak to you. Because it all comes back. Not the exact words, but the energy you put behind the words that you speak will come back later on. Because it goes like a circle and it comes back. It's not the exact same words, but it's the energy. So imagine all what you're doing right now. If you're saying anything that's negative or trying or riling up, later on you will have to face the same energy that you have put out. So remember that whatever you put out, be sure that that's something that you're willing to receive because it's always mirroring back. Oh yeah, they also give views and they help my channel because even though and because they're giving me watch time because even when they're like posting the negative comments, the algorithm doesn't care about if it's negative or positive. It just sees a view and someone's commenting. So it really helps to put me out there even more. And then those who are new to the channel, who's actually able to feel, I'm able to reach to them. So I'm able to go down into where it's a whole bunch of chaos, shine some light, and then the people who can see my light, they come closer to me. This is Reiki. It is a form of energy work. Now the Reiki I do is more free form. I just go with the flow of my energy and what feels the best. Because for me, it is almost like my sense of touch is about right here. So anything I move my hand that's about right here or further, depends how far I push it out, is what I can feel. So it depends on how sensitive you are to energy. If you're not really sensitive, that is okay. That just means your consciousness frequencies are not at that level yet where you can pick up on subtle energy. Oh, and the energy that I speak of is not logical type. The best way I can explain it, the type of energy that I speak of, if you were to take your finger and place it like right here in front of your nose, right here, and then move it up and down slowly, you may begin to feel something moving. And now imagine that little point, but more expanded outwards. We all feel and express energy through our emotions. It's just the energy and motion flowing through us. And sometimes if the energy feels heavy and hard, it's because we're pushing it away. We're not allowing it to pass through. But if you allow the energy to pass through, the second it passes through, it's also passing out. It's flowing back out. It's more of something that you feel and see. Now, if you're gifted and with the gift of being able to see energy physically, then that'll be a physical gift. But before, you can just focus on just feeling it. It is like a filter, the good from that, and release it out. Oh yeah. I'm really glad that I can bring light to your heart and mind. I know these last few months been pretty tough, and I know we're going towards the end of the month, so the energy vibrations is going to get a little bit high. And we just had Lionsgate portal, so the vibrations are definitely, the veils are dropping. The veils that's around our awareness is dropping. So things that seem to be normal to us are now starting to become not as normal, because you're starting to realize the energy part of it and how it affects our well-being. So just opening the crown, opening third eye, throat. Electrons move quicker, we see color, until it moves so or fast. We can't read it, reading on fear. But atoms also tame. I'm going to speak a little bit of the Christ letters. I'm not saying that I know everything about it, but an important piece that I kept that was in my mind is that in the beginning he was saying how everything around us, this is universal consciousness, and the things that's within universal consciousness is words. So like this is a word, it's a consciousness pattern, vibrational consciousness pattern, moving at a certain speed. But I don't want to get too deep into it because I have not completely integrated it into my knowing. And I don't want to start to form doubt within my consciousness, because that can be detrimental to my soul's growth. We can all together raise our vibration And as we raise our vibration, it echoes out to all the people who is around us. So unknowingly, their vibration begins to rise. The AA portal. Yeah. I I really feel that this Lionsgate portal is a lot stronger than the last 2 years, or I can really feel the difference within my own consciousness. It is almost like all the negative habits that I had or have are being highlighted, but they're being highlighted that they're sticking out like a sore thumb. So now I can more clearly see what I need to let go to move forward and upwards, or back and upwards. And he said, "What's up?" It feels like the storm is now calming. We was in turbulent water, but now the water is beginning to settle. We're moving into the eye of the hurricane of emotional energy. Our vibration in itself becomes our moderator. When we're all resonating at a high frequency, low vibrational energy, it cannot stay in that light for too long. It will either begin to take in the light and use it to uplift itself, or it will naturally on its own decide to leave. But we see ourselves as strong pillars of light. So once we begin to all resonate together harmoniously, our energy is like it's going down into the earth, and it's also radiating upwards into the sky, and you can see it as like a grid that connects our higher chakras, like the 12th or even 7th chakra awareness, and is going around connecting to everybody. Oh, you said the critical mass in entropy. In empathy. I know the word, I just can't, my mouth is not speaking it correctly. So please have a good one. You have a restful and beautiful rest of your day or night. So I just subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Sounds I can definitely understand when it comes to like family. I see them, just hold them in light. When I say light, it's almost like the energy of like understanding, love, appreciation, gratitude, and just see them. I see the people who causes this ease within us as just they're like people who's blindfolded inside like a dark room, and they're just constantly grabbing and grasping, trying to find some light. So when you show someone grace, it's like taking off their blindfold and shining light. And once they realize that they're safe, then they immediately put all their weapons down and stuff, because now they feel like they've been heard and seen. And they begin to naturally heal their self. Another important thing is, as I kind of explained before earlier, is that just like a tuning fork, I am not really providing the healing. I'm only really providing the vibration. But the viewer is the one who's actually healing their self. And they're healing their self is because they're allowing their self to relax. And by allowing yourself to relax, your etheric body begins to repair itself. And anything the etheric body does, it affects the physical body. The etheric body is like, imagine there's different versions of yourself, but slightly bigger and more spread out. And it's sticking out at different layers. So the etheric body is like right here. And it's the one that you can feel. So when the etheric body is completely repaired, like repaired super fast, then on the physical dimension, it looks like the body's just healing really fast. Thank you for that. Yes, it's a lot of responsibility. I realize if I fall in vibration, it radiates. So I must lead by an example of balance and peace, stability and clarity. Divine life. Thank you for your words of power and affirmation. Right now, I'm currently in the middle of the woods, and you probably can hear all the frogs in the back. But I'm just gonna open up this window. That was not good. Sorry about that. I forgot. Earbuds. I am from Michigan. Actually, guys, don't worry about this wooded area. It doesn't have any really big animals. think the biggest animal probably would be a deer. A deer. Gotta let summer go. Okay. I wonder if I could use my... Oh, there they are. Shoot, phone's on 6%. And, oh, there it is. Is that I am in forest in the dark? Sometimes in Scandinavia. It feels, doesn't it feel like really like ethereal when you're in the forest? Oops, oh, I turned on the wrong way. I don't really understand what you mean when you said the spell. Because all words that we use and speak is a form of a spell, but mainly the words and the intention behind the words that we speak. I am trying to get my lights to turn on, but it doesn't want to. Come on. It's turning that light on. Why is that one turn on? Maybe I gotta use a different cord. I'll use this one. There we go. Now I can use my... I want this one to be blue. Can this one be blue as well? Nope, that one's not too enough. Okay, well, I'll use this. Mother Gaia makes it very difficult for you to stay angry or upset for long, because it's almost like as soon as you have anger, the positive energy around you when you're in the forest, it literally like dissolve any anger or negativity because the energy is so strong. Mother Gaia is always bringing us into balance whenever she gets the chance to do it. My crystal kind of got a little bit water damaged. Where's my other one? I had two. Oh, there it is. There. On the ground. Currently over here, it is like 4 or 5 a.m. So the energies are pretty ethereal, especially at 5:05 a.m. It depends where you're located though. It may be different. She does, and she's beautiful, Mother Nature. I love grounding with the earth, feeling the energy flowing, surrounding. I'm visualizing my biosphere, my aura melting down into the earth, merging into all that is within and around me. I'm using selenite just to seal off and clear the aura. This crystal is really good at absorbing and transmuting all dense energy back into light energy. Let's try another color. I'll say affirmation. I am capable of speaking my mind with ease. I open my throat chakra and I establish a mutual relationship with all who I come into contact with. It's energetic, physical, and spiritual nature. The chakras are blocked through our beliefs in ourself. When we have a positive belief, a belief that gives us positive momentum, our chakras naturally open. It's all about how you perceive yourself to be and what you believe. If you have belief within yourself and your beliefs are positive and uplifting, then your chakras begin to open. Now, the third chakra can be closed through the words that we speak and also the words that we don't speak through our mouth. Like usually, if you withhold how you truly feel about something, that closes off the third chakra. So like imagine if someone said that, do you like this topic, but then you don't like the topic, but you say yes anyway, that will close the throat chakra because it wasn't truthful to what your being is. So the throat chakra will close. But if the person asks you how you feel about it and you tell them how you really feel about it, or you say, I just prefer to be neutral about it, or I don't have anything to say about it, you leave your chakra the way it is. So, and also, when you receive like a negative comment, not a comment, the negative comment can be spoken or it can be energetic, because we are all always speaking. We're always speaking, either from a physical standpoint or energetic, because we have multiple ways of speaking. We speak telepathic to each other all the time. We just forgot. But eventually, we're going to become aware that the inner voices and the supposed voices that we hear or that's external is coming from internal, because we're hearing the internal dialogue of the people around us or people on the other side of the world. Like whenever you ask a question in your mind, you have to be mindful of who are you asking the question to. Because if you just throw a random question out from your mind, someone else who's thinking the same question or the answer for that question is going to answer. But it's going to be a whole bunch of different answers from different people. What chakras is activated when you're running for your life? I'll say all of your chakras. All of your chakras. As my teacher told me he was like, what part of the garden hose is most important? Now imagine your chakras is a garden hose. Is the top part, the front of the garden hose, more important than the back? Or is the middle more important than the front? The entirety of the chakra system is important. If there's a hole in it, then the water doesn't flow. It will leak. Vasisana Anahata. I like to expand the chakra. Shuddha chakra, the third chakra. Blue ray. I ask Archangel Michael for your blue ray of light. May you open our heart chakra. I am glad that I decided to get on live tonight. And also, thank you guys for the likes. But it's also getting time for me to exit because my phone is on 2%. Luckily, I do have a battery bank, but I need to save some battery until I get to work later on. So hopefully I will be live again later on today. But if I'm not, I'm gonna try to have a pre-recorded video. But I'm really grateful for everyone's comments and likes. And it is time for me to go back to bed. Because now I feel like I can go to sleep. Because I woke up earlier and it felt like I couldn't go to sleep. So I decided to hop on. But now I feel like I can go to sleep and rest. One of the best ways to deal with insomnia is to do Reiki. Reiki, it just frees up your mind. So I did say I was going to do a short meditation. So just moving to the center, moving back and upwards and letting go of all worries, thoughts, letting go, concentration on the physical form and concentrating my presence on my soul, expanding in all directions and radiating light, melting away all tensions and stress, and surrounding all the viewers in a golden sphere of light. May your day or night be filled with light. Namaste.